Okay, so one of the things I always like to do and how I like to kind of direct the show, I like for people to watch it and get inspired by others.
Hmm.
So this question is geared towards anyone who's looking to develop an app. What are three major factors to consider for someone who wants to develop an app?
Um, what I would say is look and see what's out there already that's similar to what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be an app out there like that.
Mhm.
And then what I would say is improve on that app. Look at what's working for that app and what's not working for that app. And then also a lot of what I noticed, a lot of companies, they send surveys out. So I would survey people, ask them about that particular field that you're trying to get into, and then start making your plan from there. I would say don't go into it blind. Do your research. Ask questions. Google information is free now,
Mhm.
so go on YouTube, go on Google, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask anybody, and people will respond. The information is there.
Yeah.
Put it together, and bam, you should be golden. So
Okay. Um, what are some characteristics an app must have in order to be successful?
it has to be user friendly.
User
I would
friendly.
say
That's
Yeah.
definitely.
probably the biggest thing.
And that's like real, like make it simple, not complicated. Because the more steps you have to do, the less likely someone's gonna use that app.
And you
Yeah.
start to lose people. You
Yeah,
start to lose them quick.
Yeah.
because people like it's especially if it's something new. People don't like to learn. Like they don't really like to learn something new. If you can make it simple, where it's just bam, 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 they're gonna use your stuff. But if it's
Mhm.
bam, bam, you have to do some other stuff, and
Yeah, go to a different screen and then
yeah,
takes you to an online. It's too much. I mean, you
yeah,
start to lose
Yeah.
people quick.
yeah,
Yeah. That's true.
yeah,
That's
because
Okay.
and that's why we made it so simple.
yeah,
Just a couple
Yeah.
clicks and you're done. It's not it doesn't take you to another app or you got to do this.
yeah,
It's just super simple. Three
Yeah.
steps and you're good.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's 3 steps creating it. So once you have your profile and your yard, all you got to do is pick your yard and then just hit request.
hmm
And
That's
it's
good.
super
Yeah.
simple at that point. Once you have everything set up, it's even
hmm
even more simple. So
Okay.
And to
Cool.
touch on that, for those that are watching that are thinking about doing that, don't be afraid. Just jump out there, do it. Because the worst thing to do is live a life with regret that you didn't do that because it could have been the next big thing. So go forward with it. So
Yeah. That's true. So business partnership. So, a business partnership is basically a committed relationship, and as partners, how do you guys work out the dynamics of problem solving and conflict resolution?
so I would say communication is key with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for us, like we have so many different groups. Like we have a Facebook group, we have a text message group, and we got but it's just to communicate. Call each other. I would say if you can't communicate with that person, don't get into business with that person
Okay.
because
yeah, business is hard. I mean, like I had uh, my family. We had a business together, and it's hard. I mean, no matter who you're in business with, it's super hard. But I think the biggest thing is, and on top of communication, is trust. I think
Yeah.
that's one thing that we have pretty much is trust. We trust each other with pretty much anything. And there's a lot of business partners that don't have that trust, and I think that's super key is having that trust with
yeah.
that partner.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like if I'm thinking something, like he's thinking it too. Like it's like we're thinking about the same. It's like twins almost. We're
Mm-hmm.
thinking about the same thing and how we should implement a change or something. Like
Yeah,
I was thinking that, then he'd be like I was thinking that too. Then
yeah,
it works out so perfectly.
yeah.
So I think make sure you get to know the person as well.
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
just get in business with anybody. That's one thing you just can't do. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. What for someone who's listening and thinking about partnering with someone, what would you tell them? Okay, here are three things you need to look for if you're deciding to go in a partnership with X.
hmm
Like, what would those characteristics be or traits?
Um, like you said, trusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure they're trustworthy. And
Just their
like
background
yeah, I
too.
was
I
about to say,
mean,
look at
yeah,
their
their background.
background and
Yeah,
see like what have they done before. And
see
you
what
can
type
kind
of
of
mindset they have. I
yeah.
mean, it's
Mindset is important.
yeah,
Yeah, and you can gauge it off relationships that have like it doesn't have to be a business relationship,
yeah,
but any
yeah,
relationship that have
yeah,
other people. Like I don't get along with people. That's not somebody you should be in business with,
yeah.
Yeah.
because with business you're gonna have to talk to people.
Yeah.
So if they're not
Yeah,
getting
that
along with people,
personality.
stay away. So
Yeah,
like background, trustworthy. I mean, there's a whole list.
personality. I mean, yeah, it could
I
be.
could keep going on this list.
Okay. Okay. Y'all heard that.
But trust is the biggest one,
Biggest
I would
part.
say. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
say trust.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah, that's true.
That's key. I mean, it's
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
don't trust someone, you're gonna hide stuff from them. You're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to talk to them.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna
Yeah.
break down
You gotta
super
learn how to.
quick.
You gotta be able to listen too,
Yeah.
because you can talk all day, but you also have to be able to listen
Yeah,
to
to
what
the
the other person
ideas,
is saying
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's one thing. I mean, like if I have an idea, he's open to it. If he has an idea, I'm open to it. So it's it's that open communication, open minded, trust.
Yeah.
It's so many factors that go into it, especially with a partnership. It's especially if you're trying to have something to this caliber and this big,
Yeah.
you really got to have all that. Otherwise, it's gonna crumble.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you guys work together to achieve a specific goal? So Gray comes to you with something. How do you guys just start? Do you do a vision board or or you write it down? Like how does
It's
that
pretty
happen?
much through kind of like through text message,
Yeah,
really. Because
I mean-
we're always on the go, whether we're working or doing this or other businesses. So it's pretty much like you text me something, hey, what about this, and then this, or we'll FaceTime. If we have time, we'll jump on the phone and FaceTime. And I mean, our notes and our phones are filled with just random thoughts that we have, and
Okay.
we'll send that to each other, screenshots like, hey, just in case I forget, here's a list of things I was thinking about through the day or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just whatever we can do.
Okay, so impromptu. Okay, all right. Back to the app. What do you guys feel is your biggest strength right now in the market?
Our biggest strength. That's a good one because I feel like it changes often.
Yeah.
But for us, when we first started in Lansing. We knew a lot of people in Lansing. So like when we launched, like everybody, it was more of I'll say in the beginning it was like support. They're doing this with support, but now it's like it's a regular thing.
Yeah.
Like there are
Now
people.
they see they need it, and it's
Yeah.
it's kind of good for them. Not just supporting us as friends or family or
Yeah.
people we know, but now they see it's a service that they like and they need. So now it's just it's natural now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think with that, the word of mouth after our immediate support, and then other people like, oh well, let me try this, and they try it, and then they talk to the other, it's that word of mouth is I think our advantage right now, or our advantage in that particular area.
Yeah.
But people are telling like I think we had I think I have a friend on my Facebook that was in Texas, and she's like, I'm putting this in the neighborhood app or next door app, and I'm telling everybody, and she did, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow,
Next door is really good.
yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a
Yeah,
lot. Like actually,
yeah.
we got some customers locally off of the next door
Yeah.
app, so I do like the next door app.
Okay. Shout out to next door.
I know. Plug us in too.
Right. Okay. So you guys are busy. How do you do the work-life balance with personal life and stuff? You guys got several businesses. You launched your new business, and
It's
so
hard.
what you
It's
do?
tough.
Yeah, I would say
It's
it's
tough.
tough, but I try to only like we do this, but there's other things I'm doing too. But I try to have businesses where I can do it from here. Like I don't, if I have to physically do it, then I'm not trying to be there and do that because it's taken away from me being with my family or like doing this or one of my other businesses. So if I can't do it from here, then I really try to avoid it.
Okay.
Because I'd rather family is big, and I feel like we need to do things with our family. Like I brought my family here. I want them to be at every step that we're doing. I want them to experience it. So
And just see the growth. I mean,
yeah, and
just
see the growth.
and experience it. Yeah.
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 Okay.